What the heck was that? Hey, welcome to the Podcasters Lounge. This is our live stream, and we also have the Facebook group. Don't forget, the Podcasters Lounge. So feel free to join that group. We have a lot of fun. And this live stream is just totally hanging out, chilling. Don't expect any significant content. Don't expect to be taught anything. I mean, you probably will be, but go easy on us. We're here just to chill. So maybe grab a beverage and just chill, hang out. And if you're in the comments, please, or if you're watching, please tell us your name and the name of your show as well, the name of your podcast. Hello, Facebook user. Oh, here we go again. See, it says Facebook user. So what you have to do is you have to give Facebook permission to show your name. So look in the post. Chris Elliott, that's you. What's up, Chris Elliott? Yeah, so in the post itself, you'll see a link to give StreamYard permission to show your name and stuff. It just makes it a lot easier. So how you doing, man? What's your show? Tell us the name of your show. Yeah, so I don't know. Life is a little crazy now, right? With all the stuff going on. I think I had one of my laziest work days ever. What's up, Barry Gary? Yeah, it was a very lazy day today. It wasn't supposed to be. I was supposed to do 2 sessions, and both were canceled. Actually, one was canceled days ago, but the client didn't. They rescheduled it, but they didn't cancel that one. So I showed up to the session ready to go, and no one was there. So whatever. But then the other one did get canceled. So what's up, Barry Gary? How you doing, brother? Yeah. So we got a little music going in the background. So I spent all day. So what did you guys do today? First tell me that. While I take a drink of my agua. Yeah, I'm hitting it hard this evening, okay? And I never put my water on my table, like where my audio equipment is, but because I want my water to be on this side, there's no other place to put it. My little drink table is on this side. But again, my boom arm is here too, so I don't know, when we're on video, it makes it a little weird to. Anyway, Barry Gary is good. Good. Welcome everyone to the lounge. That's all I have to say is welcome to the lounge. Kick back, grab a beverage. Barry Gary scheduled 3 guests for your podcast. Wow. Good work, man. In one day. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that soon myself. I'm a little bit ahead. I'm probably about a month ahead on my show. And I actually produced the next 2-3 weeks. So for the next 2-3 weeks, I actually don't have to do anything, but I do need to start booking guests for after that and the whole thing. Chris Elliott, you did it, man. Thank you. And it's 8 a.m. Wait, 8 a.m. Dude, where are you? You're in the Far East. Yeah, you're having your coffee. That's cool. And I see from your artwork, it says travels with Stowe something. Tell us what your show is, man. Oh, yeah. Traveling. Oh, yeah. And not much traveling happening now, is there? Barry was way ahead. Then he didn't book like I should, and now I'm booking again. Yeah. Okay. That's what happens, the little ebb and flow. Thailand since March? March? All right. I hope you're staying safe over there. I guess you're safe. You're hanging out in the lounge. So that's cool. Yeah, you got to stay safe. So welcome everybody to the lounge. Tell us in the chat who you are, what the name of your show is, and all that stuff. We would love to know. And yeah, so I'm ready to chill tonight. So I actually created a whole new platform. I had an idea for some new live streams and a whole new thing. So, well, one thing I was doing was, I don't know if you know, I was doing the meditate with Chris. So I was doing live meditations. But a little note to everyone, not that many people meditate, which is unfortunate. Brad Hargis is here. Dude, Brad, where are you? Look at me. I'm all alone on the screen, bro. All right. Chris Elliott says he just started a podcast called Things That Keep You Awake at Night and a travel vlog called Beauty and the East with your girlfriend. Oh, that's cool. Beauty and the East. Hold on. I want to see this. Beauty and the East. I know I spelled everything wrong. Yeah, I don't think I'm seeing it right away. Brad, sorry. It's okay, brother. No, dude, I know you're taking care of family. That's awesome. Yeah, we're just chilling. And we're just chilling anyway. We're nothing serious is being done here. Nothing is being accomplished. Although that's not true. But Barry Gary, it's your new show, I Love Kentucky. The podcast that celebrates the people, places, and experiences that make Kentucky a great place to live and visit. And of course, his old original show, not old, it's ongoing, right, Barry? The Louisville Cycling Podcast. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so if you're in Louisville and you see cyclists driving past you, probably faster than you, that's probably Barry Gary. And look, Chris Elliott is from Kentucky too. Oh, we got the Kentucky connection from Lexington. Yeah, that's where Rob Rogers is from, Lexington. And yeah, this is always serious fun. Thank you, Brad. This is serious fun. So I was doing these live meditation streams, but again, not many people meditate, and it's not something people are like seeking. Some people are, very, very few. Chris, you'll have to tell me some good things to highlight in Lexington. Oh boy. Dude, I don't know. Yeah, the Kentucky Mafia. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you about Lexington. I mean, I've been there once. I went to an event that Rob Rogers held, and I spoke about podcasting and stuff. So that was fun. I actually flew, I forget where. Oh, yeah, I think I had to fly to Chicago and then from Chicago to Lexington. Yeah, Lexington, I don't think it's a major city. And same thing with where I live, which is Colorado Springs. It's not a major city. So, for instance, when I fly out of here, Colorado Springs, literally half the flights that I could purchase fly like right up to Denver and then go somewhere else. So, but I could drive to Denver in an hour and a half. Whereas if I drive here, it's only about 25 minutes. So, traveling. Welcome to the lounge. I hope everyone is a member of the Facebook group. That's not the Facebook group. That's the Facebook group. Yes, the lounge. And even Rob Toll, you can see he asked today, 51 minutes ago, is anyone out there doing a podcast about Disney? Oh, I should have mentioned, yeah. Anyway, I'll respond later. So the eldest bro is here. Chris, that is a very large mic you have there. Ha! It's not that large. I think it's just closer to the screen. Yeah, well, you just wait, eldest. Oh, and I'm going to get that microphone that they embed into one of your molars. And then you're not going to see anything. So, eldest, glad you're here, man. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. And Chris Elliott says, basically, Red Mile, Keeneland, and the Wildcats. That's all Lexington has. Oh, hey now. Red Mile, don't know what that is. Keeneland, don't know what that is. And the Wildcats, well, that's the Kentucky University team, right? Also, my audio is artifacting for you every so often. All right, that's maybe it's something. I don't think no one else has mentioned it. Is anyone else hearing weirdness with my audio? It's possible. Although I have a pretty fast internet connection. Yeah, more horses in basketball. I actually saw horses when I went to Lexington. I drove by like all these, all these farms with a lot of horses. All right, the sound is good there, and it stopped now. Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, let me know if it happens again. Yeah, the internet, well, as you all know, so many people doing stuff on the internet, things are slowing down a little. All right, Brad says it sounds good on YouTube, and Barry Gary says it sounds great. Oh, with the nod to the podcast engineering show. So, so if you guys have anything you want me to look at, I'll open a browser. We can look at stuff if anything's been going on, or you want me to take a look at something. Actually, I wanted to, Barry Gary, your show called I Love Kentucky. I'm going to see if I can get that. Oh, here we go. Oh, excuse me. Oh, my God. Wow, look at this. I Love Kentucky. You all can see that, right? Yeah, I Love Kentucky. Barry Gary. One episode. Yeah, baby. That's the teaser. Oh, yeah. That's the teaser. I Love Kentucky is the podcast that celebrates the people, places, and experiences that make the Commonwealth of Kentucky a great place to visit and live. Oh, look at you. 5 out of 5 on reviews. Dude. Well, you know what that means, though, Barry Gary. It means one of these days, some idiot's going to give you a 1 star and ruin everything like they did with my show and every other show, right? You always have the jackass who's going to give a 1 star review. First full episode tomorrow. All right, all you Kentuckians, subscribe. Should I say it like everyone says it? Subscribe in Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. I can't wait until we don't have to say that anymore. I officially have a podcast in the works. What? Eldest. The guests and I should be recording our first episodes next month. Oh, wow. This is going to be great, Eldest. We're looking forward to that, man. Are you going to have Bandrew on your show? That's my first question, though. That will be my ex-girlfriend from Lexington. Oh, oh boy. So welcome to the lounge. Hey, if you're here for the first time, if you're here at all, if you have a pulse, type into the chat. Tell us who you are and tell us the name of your show. Don't be afraid. Yeah. Oh, okay. Eldest, I won't tell Bandrew. He's probably not watching. The teaser episode's a great motivator. Makes you follow up. Oh, really? Interesting. Chris Elliott. I don't know why mine's unfindable on YouTube. I need to fix that. My vlog is going great to be new, but my podcast is a slow start, it seems. Yeah, that's pretty normal for podcasts. I mean, podcasts are like that. Like you put it out and like no one sees it. Like you have to promote it everywhere else for like weeks and months, and then people start to find it. Oh, this is a link to your newest vlog. How can I get that link? Oh wait, I think I got it. I think I got it. I think I'm getting it. I think I got it. Yeah. All right. So this is your Colomla Park, Graffiti Park, Beauty and the East. There it is. YouTube channel. All right. Everyone subscribe. Everybody subscribe. Cool. Yeah, buddy. Liberty, dude. Look at this guy. Liberty, what's up, man? Showing up, sparkling up the chat. Oh, what'd you say, Barry? Wait, Barry, I'm really struggling to decide if I need to do some video or not. What is the advantage? Yeah, well, videos, I mean, if you can do video and there's visuals that are important, then do it. If not, don't bother. Like a good example is my show, like the podcast engineering show, which I talk a lot about. You probably know I talk about audio production for podcasts, and we talk a lot about gear and stuff. And it actually would be helpful if we could pull, like if it was video, if my show was video, we could pull up gear on the screen and like look at it and stuff. Or what I started doing, which I did once and I messed it up royally, and I haven't figured out how to do it. I wanted to have a guest on video, and I wanted the guest to show me their DAW and their plugins and all their audio production. But we connected over Zoom, and Zoom, the quality of Zoom is absolute rubbish, right? Nothing new, right? Absolute rubbish, or maybe just rubbish. I don't know. And it was terrible. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Any tips on making your channel name come up when people type it in? Well, hold on. I didn't search in YouTube. I searched on Google, right? Wait, hold on. Because you want me to search for, Beauty and the East. Yeah. So first of all, so I searched for podcast, which if it's a YouTube channel, it's people, some hardcore people would say that's not a podcast. And technically they would be right. Beauty and the East. Okay. Well, no, I didn't mean Beauty and the Beast. How do you say no? No, that's not what I meant. All right. Yeah. So, all right. Well, look, you're going to be coming up. You're going to be competing with Beauty and the Beast every time, I guess. It just adds another element, Barry. Yes, the video, so it can help. You do your podcast live on Twitch and record at the same time. Yeah. So, and then Barry says, I'm thinking about YouTube for discovery, but just short clips that encourage people to the podcast. Trying to figure out the strategy. That I like that strategy, Barry. Little short clip to drive people to the podcast. So welcome everyone to the lounge. If you're new here, say hi. Gary, what's up, man? Good to see you, bro. Oh, it's not. You have a blog too. Yeah. So Beauty and the East is going to always be confused with Beauty and the Beast, I believe. I mean, of course, look, if I put it in quotes. Oh my God. Even then, vulture.com, the news, MSN.com. On Amazon, there's a book, Beauty and the East. Oh, dude, I don't know. Dude, I'm not the guy to ask about stuff like that. I'm really not, like SEO, anything except audio production. I don't know squat. I mean, I know a little, but come on, I don't know anything about websites. Oh God, managing my own websites is like, I mean, it's painful for me, right? So yeah. So what did you say up here? Any tips on, oh yeah. I don't know, man. Beauty and the East. Yeah. Can you all hear the music? It's in the background. So what else you guys working on? So well, first of all, because I'm working my way through telling this story. It's gonna take me a while to tell the whole story. But I'll get through it. I really will. And I'm not afraid to get through it. BarryGary.com. Oh, yeah. Oh, you just built a new website? All right. Let's look at your website then. BarryGary.com. Oh, my God. Barty Gary? No. Let's see. Oh, look at this cool cat. Dude, how cool. This is, you're just cool. That's it. You should just have a button here. It says, give me $50 because I'm cool. And it's like a button and people just click it and give you money, dude. Look at this. Mortgage professional, podcaster. Welcome. Welcome to my site. Yeah, baby. Oh, look at this. Residential mortgage services, podcast host, podcast producer. Wait a minute. And in parentheses here, you can't really see it, but it says podcast engineering school graduate. It really does right here. Can't see it. Okay. Podcast consulting, organizational performance consultant, and fun stuff. Yeah, baby. Nice website, dude. Just 50? Well, you could start with 50. I mean, a stranger giving you $50 is not bad. I don't know. What do you want? 150? Whatever you want. Oh, wait, Liberty, YouTube clips, place to promote something other than the content of the video and YouTube channel have to have enough value on their own. Okay. Yeah, so Barry's wondering if he wants to do video or not, or if he should. And yeah, if you make short YouTube videos just to promote the podcast episode, Liberty is saying that they might not do so great because if they don't have significant value on their own. Like if it's just I guess what was your plan, Barry, for the short YouTube videos? Was it to first of all, in the short YouTube video, you could actually summarize what you talked about in the actual episode, right? So you could give bullet points and all that, right? So that's value. If you can really just talk about what you talked about, I don't know, that has some value. I don't know how much. Liberty, you probably know better. Would that have any value? 50 at a time, it adds up. Brad Hargis, that's what he says from the Cinema Guys. And when a Cinema Guy speaks, people listen. Okay, especially when they press play on his podcast and they have earbuds in their ear. They listen. They listen to Brad Hargis. Even when he co-hosts this lounge with me, people listen. Okay. Recently heard that YouTube is a great search tool. Plan to do sort of previews for episodes in a fun way. Yeah, that'll be fun. That's good. Yeah, it is a great search tool. And that's where I think a lot of us podcasters are dropping the ball. Like, I want to ask you guys something. You want to see probably the dumbest thing ever? I'll show you the dumbest thing ever. It's my website. Look at this. Look at how I name the podcast episodes. I know I'm an idiot. Okay, episode 177, Chris's goodie bag. Okay, well, first of all, I tried to be, kind of creative goodie bag, but it means nothing. If anyone just landed here and looked at this, they wouldn't know what that is, right? And every other episode, I name it the same name. So episode 175, same name. 173, same name. Oh, it's horrific. And then for my guests, look what I do. All I do is I put their name and the number. It doesn't say anything. It's horrible. It's horrible. I don't know what else to say. The podcast name and YouTube channel are not going to come up in search unless they already know it and actually specifically search for it. Well, there you go. Unless it's called Beauty and the East. Because Liberty, we just proved that doesn't come up at all. Even when you type in the name in quotes. Wait, you know what I didn't try though? Hold on. I didn't try this. Beauty and the East in quotes and then podcast. But it's not a podcast though. Anyway, we'll try it. Nothing. Wait, listen note. That's not yours, I don't think. Listennotes.com. Mixcloud. Outside online. Oh, dude. Again, I don't know what to say. Chris, you're so jealous of my audio quality right now. I brought my mixer to Thailand and a great mic, but the 240 wall plug blew my power supply, so I had to buy a HyperX USB mic to supplement. All right, roll with the punches, Chris. Roll with the punches. Try to get it as best you can. I mean, you know what to do. Have as little background noise as possible. Be as close to the mic as possible. Do your best, and it'll be fine. But if someone is searching that podcaster, your show could come up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, look, all right. You want to try it? Let's do this. All right. Which one was I? Jeremy Barker. So what should I search for? Jeremy Barker? Jeremy Barker podcast? Or just Jeremy Barker? Jeremy Barker is not going to find it. Podcasts. I don't know if that will. Oh, dude, first shot. What does that mean? I don't even know what that means, except that it came up first shot. Anyway. Oh, jeez. Oh. We need if someone here's I'm going to say this right now. Yeah, we're doing SEO today, guys. Oh God. What I'm going to say is there should be someone in the podcasting world who knows websites and who knows marketing and that kind of stuff. And then a lot of us podcasters can have that person help us, and we could pay them, but there's no one to help. No one, if I wanted help with anything, who do I turn to? I don't know. Are you kidding? YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world to be found. Title and tag videos with words people are searching for. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Bandrew did tell me that, and I did some of that when I put out some of my videos. I don't know if it helped. I mean, I know it helped, but I don't know if my videos were that good anyway. Chris Stone, what's up? SEO. Yeah, dude, seriously. SEO, websites. I even had a problem with my email yesterday. Isn't it great when your email works perfect for 5 years and then all of a sudden when you send email, it all bounces and it doesn't send email? Anyway, it was not a intricate fix. I mean, it was, but again, for me to go figure it out and dig why is it happening? Are you kidding me? Yes, discoverability. That's the name. So should I actually be tagging Beauty and the East in the video too? I think Liberty. Yeah, in the video, when you put a video on YouTube, there's actually a little area for tags. And then also in the title, you're supposed to put, or you can put a couple keywords, but nicely. You don't want to keyword stuff the title. But if you put them in nicely in the title, that helps. I don't know. Maybe Bandrew maybe we need to hire Bandrew to do a little seminar for us. What do you guys think? Right? Since Bandrew's a stud who now has 150,000 subscribers, I think, right? What does he have? Wait, what the? Isn't it great when you just start using the wrong browser? Podcast. All right, we'll just search for that. See what comes up. Yeah, exactly. His YouTube channel. And 152K, dude. But you know how much work went into this? That's the thing people don't get, man. How much work went into that, dude? Seriously. I got 5 on it. Oh, Barry throwing half of his first 50. All right, Brad, pay Barry. Barry, pay Bandrew. We're going to have a seminar. All All right. Webinar. Oh, geez. Oh, come on. Anyway, so my so for my show, all I'm doing is I'm just trying to put out good content. And like, I don't know, I'm just sort of hoping and praying that people find it and that people share it with people, right? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. But thank you everybody for your helpful words on this topic. Because that's discoverability, I don't know. I always want to get more creative. Some of you probably heard me say before that I always want to brainstorm like some really weird, like guerrilla marketing, like weird angle on getting promotion and weird, like, but it would take brainstorming and effort. So whatever. But I tend to be somebody, especially in an area that I'm not an expert in, like marketing. I tend to approach it head on because I don't know how else to approach it. Like, I got a social media account for all my shows and I try to post there, and you know what I mean? Like, I have a website and or I have an email list. Like, I'm trying to do the straight ahead things that everybody kind of does, but there's probably other cool stuff that's even more effective that I have no idea about. Like the whole Facebook audience thing, right? That's what everyone's always like, oh, Facebook, you can put ads and target people really specifically. I call BS on that. BS. Talk to the hand. Because I've looked into that and I don't get it. I don't see it. It doesn't work for me. Any audience I tried to search for, nothing. And if you think I'm wrong and you want to challenge, I want to target people in their 20s who are in bands and play instruments. Okay? So if anyone can tell me on Facebook how to target those people, I'm all ears. But you can't do it. I'm telling you, I already tried. But I'm an idiot, so I probably screwed it up. So Chris Elliott's a marketing major. Dude. Wait, what was this, Chris? TikTok is the hottest, fastest growing market right now. So who here is on TikTok? Everybody, if you're on TikTok, type a 1 in the comments. If you're not on TikTok, type a 0 in the comments. Who's on TikTok? Type a 1. I would love to know who is on TikTok. I know Gary V is there. He's, all into TikTok. YouTube follows the old rules of search. When something is searched, what does the searchers click on? The things they click on go to the top of the list. Ah, good. Makes sense, right? Seems to be the best way to do it in many respects. So that makes sense to me anyway. All right. Chris Elliott is on TikTok. Brad Hargis, not on TikTok. Me, 0. I'm not on TikTok. Barry Gary says I waste too much time there. Are you really on Barry, are you on TikTok? Barry, guys like us are like, you could take 3 of the average TikTok users and add their ages together, and then it's about what you and I are, I think. That's my guess. I don't know. Or 3 or 4, right? Because I just turned 48. So if you take 4 12-year-olds, that's equal to me. Right? Oh, you're a lurker. Yeah. Well, I downloaded the app and I did create an account, and I kind of looked at the app and I tried to search for stuff in the app and I didn't know what to do. I never made one video. And I didn't know what to do. And it was weird. And I was like, okay, whatever. And I see all these videos on TikTok. People are like making like cool videos, like edits and stuff. And we like, how do they do that? It's crazy. 36 is the answer. Exactly. Are we doing 15-second dances on our podcast? We're perfect for TikTok. Great point, Chris Stone. Thank you. He's all highway miles though. Me too, brother. Although I did roofing for a number of years, so that's some city mileage right there, I guess. Liberty dude, who seems to know more than all of us. Years of people searching and misspelling Beauty and the East, then choosing Beauty and the Beast makes that top there too. That makes sense. Oh, God. It makes sense. That makes sense. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. I get it. I mean, really, that makes sense. So Heather from the Sunshine and Power Cuts podcast, and this is her wait, what the? Yeah, there we go. Sunshine and Power Cuts on Twitch. So if you're on Twitch, everybody go to Sun Power Pod. You see it right here. Sun Power Pod, and follow. Following on Twitch is free. So just follow, and then whenever she goes live, it'll show up in your list. It'll be like, hey, she's live. And she's been doing some cool videos, like doing some drawings and using colored pencils to do some artwork. Real chill stream. And I really got inspired by that. And so I might So wait, let me go back to the comments here. I don't want to miss anything. Next lounge, I want to see a TikTok dance. Oh God. No. We have to bet on something. All right. If anyone can market my school so that one student signs up, I'll do a 15-second dance. Oh, right. Oh, terrible. Well, Chris Stone, you could do fun clips from your podcast. It's mostly dance, but there's avenues for promotion there. And he said, okay, cool. And is that working for you, dude? That's a good question, Chris. Liberty don't know squat. Oh, geez. Come on, brother. Just throwing out what I've heard. Yeah. No, it makes sense, man. Yeah. Dance challenge. Oh, I don't know about that, dude. I mean, look, if it's part of like a bet or something fun, that's different. But, just like, ooh, let's all get on TikTok and dance. I don't know. Would you guys really dance on TikTok? Type a 1 into the chat if you would really do a 15-second dance on TikTok. Type 1. Or type 0 if hell no. Hell no. By the way, I wanted to be more chill on the stream, because when I watch other streamers, some streamers are like this. All right, yeah, we're in the lounge. We're just chilling. Oh yeah, Brad Hargis. A dance off with Ralph M. Rivera. Could be fun. Dance challenge would totally improve your SEO. Is that true? Okay. See, but I can't do a stream like that. I bring the energy, and that's what I do. But then sometimes when I'm listening back, especially when I'm producing episodes of my own show, and I'm getting all excited on the show, I can't stand listening to that. I'm like, it's way too much energy. It's almost unlistenable. I'm really, over the past couple of weeks, I've been having a real moment with myself. Like, I mean, I love bringing the energy, but I don't know, when I listen to it, it's horrible. I just sound like a jackass. Like an overhyped up idiot. I don't know. Again, it's me though, evaluating myself that way. But I anyway, so I'm thinking I might need to become more chill. Bring the energy. Love it. Thanks, Chris. I haven't posted anything on TikTok yet. My girlfriend uses it pretty effectively for her cooking videos. Really? So She gets people to watch her cooking videos. You know the case for me, and I bet it's the case for a lot of people. Like, I have the knowledge and skill. By the way, I see no one put a 1 into the chat. No one wants to dance for TikTok. Thank you, Brad. For me and my subject matter expertise, I could put out a lot of content. But first of all, I don't know exactly what kind of content to put out. And then, of course, making the content all by myself is too much work. So I bet a lot of people have that issue, right? It's like, I mean, if I could do a brain dump or even just a mini brain dump every day, well, I do it on my blog. But I don't know how to, I mean, I guess I'm always thinking about like slick videos, like Bandrew. He makes really good videos. I can't do that. I mean, I could, but it would just take too long. I don't have the time. Yeah, she gets a lot of traffic, but she's an attractive Asian girl, so that could have something to do with it. Oh, wait. No. We're all equal. Okay? All right. People are attracted to natural personalities. Got to be the natural you. Oh, thank you, Liberty. Yes, I am the natural me. Maybe I just need a muzzle. I should do that. Do a whole stream with a muzzle on. Although I'm glad Ralph's not here. He'd make inappropriate jokes about me. He would judge me. I would be very angry. I would be very upset with that. I was very hurt. Oh, yeah. So I have a question. And if you just joined the lounge, hello, please say hello in the chat and tell us what your show is. So again, I've been unfolding this story for the past 40 minutes, but so I was doing this meditation stream where I do meditations because I meditate and I teach meditation, and I've been doing meditation for many years. I traveled for meditation. I've been on retreats, right? Meditation's a big part of my life. But when I do meditation streams, nobody meditate. Like no one shows up, and I know I got to do it for 3 years or more. Whatever. Okay, I get it. But then I thought to myself, so the reality is, especially in America, almost no one meditates because it doesn't jive with our culture. Our culture is the complete opposite of meditation. Our culture is be active, superficial. You're supposed to look good. You don't have to be good. You just have to look good. I mean, it's all superficial, right? It's all superficial on a spiritual level. So my idea, and well, I don't want the muzzle-loving audience. Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah. I'm not going that route, Liberty. But so anyway, so I thought, again, remember I mentioned Heather. She's been doing these streams on Twitch, Sun Power Pod, where she's doing just drawing and all that. Mindful coloring. That's what it is. Look, it's right there. I just need to read the screen. Wait, is that a countdown too? Oh, yeah, countdown. So tomorrow, 1 day and 6 hours from now. Oh, dude, that's the middle of the night for us. Hey. Yeah, Friday at 2 a.m. Come on, show some love. Set your alarm. Wake up at 2 a.m. All right, maybe not. But anyway, so I saw what Heather's doing, and I was like, so here's my big aha moment. Instead of trying to do meditation streams, I should just do like reading, like a quiet time for reading or coloring like she does. Or what else did I have on my list? Drawing, coloring. People could meditate. You could meditate. It's just quiet time. People could do puzzles. They could do knitting. You know, if you knit some clothing and stuff or other quiet activities, I'm like, it'd be so cool to just have a stream where that's our quiet time and everybody just does whatever they're doing. Everyone could do different stuff. I don't know if that's a dumb idea, but that's my idea. And I thought it would be easy for me to do because I could sit down and read, or I could meditate, or I could do whatever. But it's quiet time. And quiet time is the first step toward meditation, right? To learn how to just be calm and not be hit with 95,000 impulses for your attention every split second, right? All right, have lunch with Chris. Have lunch with Chris. I could eat, but I'll mute my mic. I'll eat silently. I would. Chris's bedtime stories. I could read bedtime stories, but I'd have to read stories that were not copywritten anymore, right? Or else I could get in trouble. Is that true? Chris in quarantine? Yes. Yes, I'd even consider Bob Ross a meditation show. Yeah, see? That's what I'm talking about. So this is my idea. I'm going to do this. I don't know if it's going to work. I really don't know if it's going to work. But I try stuff, right? I mean, I've mentioned the secret society that I'm starting, which I haven't really started yet because I have a technical issue I'm trying to figure out. But I want to start a secret society. Anyway, what are you guys creating? Like I have things in mind. I have some, sticks in the fire kind of thing. What are you guys doing besides your normal show or other stuff? Do you guys are you creating different stuff, or are you just chilling with what you got for now? I like that idea. It doesn't force someone into a place they aren't initially comfortable with. There you go. Twitch is all about community interaction. The host interacting live. Yeah. Well, so Liberty, this is what I was thinking. If I do a stream where everyone is just quiet time, should I have my mic on and like every so often just say a few words, or I don't know, but I don't want to break the silence. I don't want to break people's concentration. And of course I wouldn't have the high energy attitude either. It would definitely be very chill. So that's my question. Like, I know interactivity is great, but I'm trying to figure out how to do that stream that I described and have it be somewhat interactive. I don't know. I want to create more, but I need more time. Haha. Yes, Brad, you do need more time. We need the Brad cam. We need you to wear a camera around your neck 24/7. Well, not 24/7. You know what I mean? And just as you're going about your day, we can watch Brad. Ross Brand, what's up, dude? Ross Brand. What mic are you using? Then I can tell whether or not to have the mic on. LOL. This is it's a Rode NT1. It's a condenser. It's a new mic. I just bought it. And it's got this little windscreen on top, but I also have this piece of foam on it too, which I probably don't need. But this thing here is pretty cool. It's like a windscreen, but it's also like a spit guard, which I actually have to clean off. There's a bunch of, I don't need to get graphic. Bradcam. Yes, Bradcam. I'm telling you, dude, just stream 24/7. Isn't there a guy who streamed? I think he's still streaming live. He's been streaming live for like 17 years or something. There's a guy like that, right? I'm pretty sure there is. Chris Elliott's working on a blog. Some informational travel videos, like things to do in Southeast Asia, how to make money while traveling, and a fiction novel. Plus, I Twitch, vlog, and podcast. Oh, dude. Yeah, buddy. That's awesome, dude. I'm interested in the fiction novel. That's another thing I want to do, write a fiction novel with these just made-up characters. Like something, like Star Wars or Lord of the Rings, but something completely different. Not like any of those, but just something way out there, way creative. And I don't know what that would be, but someday I want to do that. There was a television show at one time that was all puppies playing. Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting. Puppies playing. Yeah. If I clicked on that stream, don't know what it's about, would I be, what the F is this? I guess the answer is yes. Yeah, always need the hook. Well, the hook is quiet time. So it's just quiet time. It's, and I got to add tea to my list. Tea drinking. Contemplation. Oh, goal setting. Oh, dude, look at me. Right on stream, having all these awesome ideas. Now I just got to put that in my calendar so I add it later. Yeah, it needs the hook. I get that. Again, I'm thinking quiet time. Maybe it's too general, right? Maybe it's just too blah, just too general. Like, but one thing I thought of, and let me know if this is a dumb idea. I thought if it's quiet time and people are going to show up, some people are just going to read, some people are going to meditate, some people are going to contemplate, some people are going to do knitting. On the screen, I want to show, like if I'm reading a book, I want to show the picture of the book on the screen, and it just should say, I'm reading that book. And I thought if everyone who joined in could have like a little, either a picture or a little description of what they're doing, I thought that would kind of be cool. Almost like a status. Like, Jennifer's, meditating or whatever. I don't know. The novel is the hardest thing I'm doing for you. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, wow. I understand that. It's going to be hard for me too. Do a show that is a group writing show. Make the fiction novel with a group. Oh, I've heard of that. Mike McCallan did that with one of his friends. I think they would each write like a page and then they'd send it. And then the other guy would write the next page, send it. And then the other guy would, they go back and forth, one page each. Yeah, that would actually be interesting hook, Barry. Brad, got to run. Okay, brother. See you, man. Thank you. Brad Hargis from the Cinema Guys podcast. If you're not subscribed to the Cinema Guys, you can fix that. Community written fiction. There we go. It would get complicated with monetizing though. Oh. Yeah, see, napping. That's right. Napping. That's another thing people could do on the stream. Well, that makes no sense. Oh, geez. Welcome to the napping stream. No one's paying attention. So there you go. I mean, that's my idea. I'm going to do it soon and we'll see what happens. One of the problems I have, and let me know, do you guys have a problem? So here's my issue with streaming live is that you need to be on a schedule. And then so for me, having a strict schedule, because again, I'm not just talking once a week. Like this lounge is one thing. It's like maybe every Wednesday night we just stream and have fun, do whatever, right? But if I'm going to stream these quiet time streams, I'd have to stream, maybe not every day, but probably at least every other day, because I want to do it. I want to sit down and read. And I'm just going to stream at the same time. So anyway, but keeping to that schedule is rough, because if you fill your life with various things that need to be done at an exact time, an exact day, then your schedule starts to run your life. And again, this isn't my business, right? This is just sort of for fun to help people and help myself. So people do that on Twitch, sleep streams. You don't get the draw though. Yeah. I mean, do they play sleepy music? That's the other thing. Sometimes people tune in just for the music. That's another thing I thought down for quiet time. I don't know if I'd play music. Like, should I just find some really mellow classical music to play in the background? But then I thought, no, just dead silence, because people need to do whatever they want to do. I don't know. Anyway, enough of that idea. Jeez, man. So are you going to read aloud or silently? Silently. It's going to be silence. You know, one other thing that gave me this idea, Liberty, was that one of my clients, she told me what it was. It's some service online. It's a website where it's like a work. You go there and you get paired up with someone else, and it's like your accountability partner for, like, let's say 1 hour. And so for 1 hour, you're connected online. You're not really talking, but you're connected. And so for that 1 hour, you're supposed to do the work, whatever work you want to get done. You're supposed to really focus and concentrate and not screw around for that hour. And your accountability partner on the other side, he or she's doing the same thing. So, but you're not really talking to that person. It's more just like an accountability thing. And it works. She loves it. She literally loves it. She probably does it every day. I don't know if it costs money, but the point is that, so they're silent. They're just working. They can even play music or do whatever they want. But, so I kind of wanted that was sort of the thing I wanted to do as well, where I'm not reading aloud. Everything is just silent and everyone is doing their own thing. Yeah, lo-fi chill music. Mm-hmm. Don't make it a podcast. I should do that. Be great for Apple Store, Barry. 2 hours of silence uploads. That's it. And you wouldn't even have to record it. You could just create 2 hours of silence, upload it. Didn't some people do that, right? They literally uploaded a podcast that was complete silence, and then a lot of people downloaded it. Some people need the discipline of scheduling things like quiet time. Yes. Thank you, Chris Stone. That's what I thought. It's like a couple times a week, if there's quiet time, like 1 hour, you get to read a book. And this is the book I'm reading now. Yes, Complexity. Anyway, I started reading it a few years ago, and I know I didn't finish it. So I started it again, and now I'm at a point, like the very beginning, I didn't remember, and I'm like, oh, I didn't read it. And then now I'm like an eighth of the way into the book, and now I'm remembering what they're talking about. So it's like I got to get past the point when I stop, but everything has been done. Yeah, everything has been done. That's what Ozzy said about music. He said nothing is original. Which is true and not true at the same time, of course, right? And Ozzy, poor guy, he got diagnosed with some disease, right? April Fool's edition, 2 hours of silence. Yes. Hey, painless podcasting. Twitch is like 30 seconds ahead of Facebook. Really? Oh, Twitch is so fast. What's up, Painless? Welcome to the lounge. Is that your production company, Painless Podcasting? But not everything has been done well. Yeah, that's true. That is true. It's Gary. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Cool, Gary. Yeah. So if any of you guys want to jump on with me, let me know. Yep. Let me know. You can ping me on Facebook or something. Ping me on Facebook. So, yeah. And then the other thing is starting new things. Okay, now that we're all quarantined and we're kind of locked down, our schedules are different. But once the quarantine ends, our schedules will change again. Right? Something to consider. Is quarantine ever going to end, by the way? Right? Is it ever going to end? I think it will. But Thank you guys. People are giving the hearts and stuff. Is that on Facebook? You love the quarantine? Oh, yeah. Well, me and my wife don't mind it, honestly. The stream right here, exactly what Twitch is all about. Cool. There you go. Now, if only I was interesting and charismatic enough. It's going to start ending April 1st, whether we agree or not, I think. April 1st? Most quality time I've had with my family in years. What, here on Twitch? Minus the gaming? Oh, you want me to play a game? I'll play some Tetris. I'll play some Tetris. I've been watching a lot of chess on Twitch, by the way. I've mentioned that before, but there was a tournament today. It's pretty good. Yep. But reading, man, reading is really, you know, so many of the people who talk about success and so many of the people who've achieved success, like they read every day. Like they read for at least a half an hour every day. It's just like part of their life. And I think reading. So one thing that's happened with all this, the video and the audio and the podcasts and the movies and audiobooks, like I think actually, and Kindles and all that stuff. I mean, people sitting down with a physical book and actually spending time reading a book has been becoming less and less. And I don't know, do you guys think there's something to that? Like sitting down with a physical book? Because I feel that that's different than a Kindle. I feel that's different than an audiobook, and it's different than video. Especially audio and video. They're so easy to watch. It's like, it's more like entertainment. It's not like studying. Like when you read a book, like I don't know, just the way you absorb it, it's different. And it takes longer too, right? You have to sit with it for a longer. You know? So, all right. Well, I was hoping someone would want to jump on with me tonight. But I didn't reach out to anyone in advance. So yeah, a lot of people doing live stuff. I mean, what's his name? Joe Pardo. He's having like a seminar every weekend now, isn't he? Dude, rock on, Joe. Kick butt, dude. I love a physical book, but I think reading in any form makes connections in the brain that you don't get otherwise. I think that's true, Barry. I agree. I think that's true. I think, like, scientifically, I think that's true. But again, I only know audio. Yep. So you guys, anybody working out at home? Like, are you, like, first question, are you getting out and taking walks? And second question, are you in your home? Are you like doing push-ups and sit-ups and whatever else? I wonder. Because I want to. I do a little stretching. I do a little stuff, but I haven't been going crazy. And it's like, this is the perfect time to kind of go crazy with that, right? Start just doing sit-ups every day, like push-ups and just, right? Is it the time for that? Yeah, people want the Matrix Brain uploading program. That's true. And think about this. What about all these kids being homeschooled? I mean, are they absorbing anything? Like, is that anything? Like, are they learning anything? It's a serious question. I mean, if they are, that's great. But like, I don't know, just that format of like, I don't know. Maybe they are. I guess if they're connecting in class and they're actually seeing their teacher on the screen, I guess that's something. But I don't know, man. From home, being so bored, just looking at a screen, I don't know. Barry Gary's still riding his bike. Oh, cool, Barry. All right. I'll send you the linkage. Oh boy. See, now they asked for it, Barry. All the viewers. The viewers, when they tuned in, they didn't know what they were going to get. And they didn't know it was going to be this good either. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, anyway, the other thing I want to say about that too is like, I mean, just the education system in general. Like, I've seen a couple streamers who I can't remember exactly what they were talking about, but they literally used like the wrong word the wrong way. Like, and it was like not just they mixed up something or it was something small. Like they used a word or a series of words in the wrong way, like just literally. And I was like, it almost made me want to type into the chat, like, hey, what you were talking about was X and you were saying the word Y. It's not the same thing. But of course, I would never do that to anyone. I'm not going to correct anyone. All right. You asked for it. You wanted it. You got it. Barry Gary.
Hey, Chris. How you doing tonight?
Oh, good. Yeah. The audio was a little delayed. It should catch up, though.
All right. Can you hear me good now?
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Look at you. Wait, what kind of blue background is that, man?
Well, actually that's it's a photography background. I do a little photography, and that's a portrait background, and so I stick it up back there when I do when I sit here at my desk, and it keeps everybody from seeing all my bookshelves.
Well, I was going to say, or the clothes strewn about the room, and the
yeah. I've got a tidy little room here that I'm in. I live by myself, so it's easy.
Oh, you live by yourself?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Liberty says
it's a sad thing. I know.
I wish Liberty says, I wish the schools had kept it about classic learning of how to instead of what to. Homeschooling gains traction as we lose focus on the foundations. Yeah. I mean, I guess that happens to every generation. Barry, does it happen to every generation? Do we become lazier and stupider and more ill-informed?
It's kind of a hard it's a hard thing to decide because the foundations change too. I mean, you think of what the foundations are for a kid growing up today as opposed to when I grew up. And for me, all I had to worry about was books and writing and not getting beat up at lunch. But the kids today, they've got all kinds of stuff going on.
Right. Yeah, and they have that whole social media presence and like because I don't know. I think I'm older than you. I don't know. Anyway, but back then it was like the only social thing was like was talking to people.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like the social media platforms and a lot of the kids hide that stuff from their parents. And so like there's a whole world happening that the parents and other people don't know about, right?
Yeah, we actually had to pass notes and wait till the teacher wasn't looking to get the piece of paper to somebody.
Yeah. And then of course like show up at house parties and stuff and do all that. But yeah, it's so different now. I don't know how to judge. I mean, we can't judge it's hard. It's too hard to evaluate what the real deal is. But where did you go to high school, Barry?
I went to school in a very small school in Western Kentucky. I graduated with about 40 people. And so I grew up in a small town. And so it was, maybe not the most on the forefront education of all, but it was fun, and you couldn't get away with much because everybody knew your mom and dad.
Right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Liberty says, for kids, I think this may be the most dangerous time to grow up. That sounds right to me. I mean, right? Getting involved in things, and now even the drugs now are a whole different level of drugs going on.
Just walking down the street is I never heard of a kid getting snatched when I was growing up, but now you got to keep an eye on everybody.
Yeah, and that's why they all drive the kid right to the bus stop and everybody. So So your first episode is dropping tomorrow, you said?
It is. I actually talked with the gentleman today. Yeah, I had a difficult time deciding where to start, and so I decided I would start with my start. So I went to Central City, Kentucky, where I grew up, and they recently just got the Kentucky Motorsports Hall of Fame just combined with the Music Hall of Fame in Central City, because Central City is like the home of course everybody knows John Prine, who just died. Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County? That's where Central City is. And so he's from there. The Everly Brothers from there, Bill Monroe. There's all these, there's a lot of music people from there, and there's also a lot of motorsports history from there. And so we did an episode about some of the things that make Central City a kind of a unique small town in Kentucky. And so it's going to launch tomorrow. And really, I'm using this podcast. I'm trying to develop some content to get people to come to it. And then one of the segments of the podcast is always talking with the realtor about their service area and about how they would structure their favorite day where they are, and how it's called day tripping. It's a little segment called day tripping, and how you would schedule a day. And so the idea is to develop relationships with realtors who then have people coming to buy a house. They use me as a lender. And so my monetization strategy is to build those relationships with the podcast with the realtors so that I gain more business in terms of being a lender.
Right.
Because, hey, if it's a great place to live, why not get a house and get a good mortgage and come on and live here?
Right. There you go. Yes. I think people do pay to have their picture taken with Barry's SM7B. Yes. Liberty.
Well, and Liberty, I will tell you too, that I also have to have people pay to take pictures because of the podcast engineering schools, I have far too many microphones in here that I've been going through. And so I have to pay for them all somehow.
Hey, Matthew Alexander, good that you're here, brother. Hey, do me a favor, click that link in the Facebook post that will allow StreamYard to show your name and your picture there. That'd be helpful if you want to. And Barry, on the screen, on the state of Kentucky's in black right here. The yellow star.
Yeah.
What is that?
Well, that's I wanted to put a little something in there to break it up, and that's sort of that's a me using Canva logo. I've got somebody looking at it to make like the final logo, but that's where Louisville is, and so I put that there because that's where the podcast originates from.
Oh, yeah. I thought that might be Cliff Ravenscraft's house or something.
That's what it is. Yeah,
it is. Okay, I just
right. That's the other thing it is. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So welcome everyone to the lounge. Let us know you're here in the chat. Say hello. We're chatting with Barry Gary. And Barry Gary's chatting with you. Yeah. So if you have questions for Barry Gary, let's go.
I didn't know we had podcasters as close as Lexington. We need to do a Kentucky meetup sometime, because I think there's several around Kentucky and Tennessee, and we have several people that podcast, fairly close.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Lexington is Rob Rogers and
Chris is here tonight.
Bourbon Barrel Studios is there as well in Kentucky. Yeah, near Lexington, I think. Yeah,
yeah. And there's a big group here called Resonant Recordings in Louisville that does podcasting too. Yeah,
yeah. I'm on their newsletter actually.
Mm-hmm.
Who is that again? Who runs that?
I can't remember. I get their newsletter and I know they're here locally, but I can't remember exactly who it is.
See. I just spilled, but I didn't spill it on anything. It missed the keyboard.
Ah, good.
There we go.
I guess it was a good night to wear my Louisville Cycling Podcast t-shirt. I mean,
yeah, dude.
Yeah. Have to get some swag for I Love Kentucky.
Yeah. All right. So when you go out riding, and you stop and take a break and stuff, do you wear your shirt or you just talk about it when you go out and riding and stuff?
Well, I kind of go overboard most of the time. So we've got a kind of a Louisville Cycling podcast team that my mortgage business sponsors, and so we've got full kit from gloves to arm warmers to jerseys to short. We got the whole thing. So there's usually 6 or 8 of us looking like like a very slow professional team.
That's cool. Yeah, collaboration opportunities in Kentucky for sure. Yeah. And Tennessee is a hold on. I'm going to do a little geography lesson here. Yeah. Okay. Tennessee's below you guys here.
It's about 3 hours south.
3 hours. Okay. So there's Nashville. Here's Franklin. We all know who lives in Franklin. And then you have Lexington up here, and then Louisville. Wow. Louisville's right there, huh?
Yeah. Right across the river from Indiana.
Right. Oh, for a second, I was thinking St. Louis. St. Louis is where I stopped when I drove from New Jersey out to Colorado Springs. I drove. I think I had to stop in St. Louis, and like, I don't know, man. That was a weird vibe of a city, like really kind of rough. And
yeah, the part of St. Louis that you go through, you probably went 70 or something through there, or 64. I think the part of St. Louis you go through on the interstate looks pretty rough. But it's really great if you get out and get into the St. Louis. It's a beautiful city, and there's some really cool things there.
All right. Well, there's your. Oh, I wasn't even showing it on the screen. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. Jeez. See, Nashville's here. Wait a minute. There it is. Franklin's right here near Nashville. And then up here, you got Lexington and then Louisville.
Yeah.
And then Cincinnati's up here. See, Brad's right up here. Wait a minute.
That's about 90 minutes away.
Dude. Then you got Dayton, Columbus. I think Dave Jackson's up here somewhere, right? Is he near Columbus or even a little north?
I think he is somewhere close to there.
Yeah, I think he's somewhere up north east. All right. Well, there you go. Everyone, I don't know. I like looking at maps. I've always liked looking at maps. If there's ever a map, I'm happy to just sit there and I'll look at it for like an hour.
Yeah.
Just looking at everything and see, I don't know. Do you like maps too?
Oh yeah. I love that. I mean, I like, I'm pretty happy to have the GPS and the maps on the phone and stuff, but I still have actually I've got maps right here on my bookshelf, and I still like looking to see where it gets. There's something about that tangible physical thing where you can see where everything is in relation to the other things that you can't really get on your phone screen.
Yeah, tangible and physical. So everything in podcasting there's nothing tangible and physical about a podcast, right? Because the people have their phone and they download the audio onto their phone and they press play.
But there's something very close and intimate about a podcast because it's right in your ears, and it's right. And actually, most of my career has been in learning and development. And that's how I first got into podcasting, was I was doing some for the company I worked with and wanted to start it as a learning tool because I was reading some research about how the recall from podcasting was pretty high. And there are even things that happen that if you're walking down a wooded path while you're listening to a podcast, when you revisit that environment, it kind of triggers some of the things from that podcast that you remember. So the retention of podcasting is pretty high as opposed to like classroom learning or something like that.
Right. So maybe I should request my listeners of my show to listen when they're in the bathroom, so that every time they go to the bathroom, they'll think of me. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Or I was thinking, for my podcast engineering show, I could create or somehow make custom headphones that my listener, like I could send my listeners, they'd have to buy them, But that'd be cool. Like, hey, here's your custom headphones for my podcast. That'd be cool.
You could do like the what is it, Isotope that has the NX where they have they set your headphones to like a studio, so you can have them tuned to your voice. So when they get it, it's like they hear you perfectly.
Exactly. Oh, Facebook user. Let me go look, see who it was. It is Angela Brooks. What's up, Angela? So by the way, Angela, click the link in the post to give StreamYard permission to show your name and stuff, if you don't mind. She says tangible playlist. And if you transcribe and add checklists or tools to go with it, you could combine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Yeah. But Chris, here's the biggest thinking that I've been doing around podcasting, and we talked about videoing earlier tonight, is I think there's something that's different about podcasting in terms of its portability, and that you could listen to it in so many environments. And I think that's the thing that's kept me away from video, is that you have to be here sitting in front of something, or your attention has to be given to a screen, and it's not as easy to kind of go about your business and do other things while you're watching a video or doing something like that. And so that's been the thing that's held me back in terms of video, is the lack of portability.
I agree with that 100%. And also, I think because of that, video, to me, and I think this is the same for everyone, video seems to be something like, okay, there's entertainment video. That's one thing, obviously. Mm-hmm. But other than that, it's you only want to watch a video to get an answer to a question or a solution to a problem. Mm-hmm. Like that's why, for instance, Bandrew on his podcast, his channel, he looks at specific pieces of gear and goes over all the specs and everything, and it's helpful. Like if you're ever thinking about getting a piece of gear, that video is actually helpful. Mm-hmm. Whereas, for instance, my show is audio only. We talk about audio production, but it's more of a conversation, and it's just more of a conversation, and it's also more longer form. So audio only, when it's longer form conversation, seems to work. Videos, when it's very specific and problem solving, seems to work. And I'm sure there's some overlap or something, but
yeah. Well, and that's one of the things I've been looking at in terms of how to combine the different mediums to be helpful. And because with the new show, I Love Kentucky, there's a lot of visual imagery that I'd like to show to people, but you can't do that on a podcast. You can, maybe, change your artwork if you want to, but I'm using things like Instagram and Twitter to put, kind of some of the visual images out that then direct them to the podcast, and trying to tie in other things that ultimately lead to the podcast as the destination.
Right. Angela says you can also collect emails if you use tools and checklists and send next podcast episode. Did you miss this month episodes? Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's all. I mean, tools and checklists are good. That's all that's still kind of virtual, but very handy, obviously.
Yeah.
Very handy, but still not physical for the most part, unless you're literally mailing. That'd be cool. Mail a physical checklist.
Yeah.
Like print out checklists and mail them to people. I don't know.
Well, I do occasionally send out little window stickers to people to say, hey, are you familiar with because some people do other things around cycling, and I'll send them a little handwritten note and say, hey, I don't know if you listen to this or not, but would you want to be on the show, or would you want to listen to it? And even a little 50-cent sticker sometimes helps.
Yeah. I wonder if like temporary tattoos would be a good thing to give people. Get a tattoo of your show artwork.
Yeah. Well, I've been thinking about doing a Harley show, and so maybe that's where the tattoos will come into play.
Get all fake tattooed.
Mm-hmm.
Do people ever have like a tattoo party where like everyone just gets all these fake tattoos? And it's pretty dumb, right?
Well, I will say I was at a party not too long ago where we had a not fake tattoo party where we were trying to raise some money for a gentleman, and we set a goal, and one of the guys there said if we raised $2,000 for this fund, he would let us tattoo anything we wanted to on him. And so And we
Oh,
were nice.
God.
We were nice. We were nice. There were some suggestions that didn't bear repeating, but he ended up with something that was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, Angela, full seasons on a jump drive. Yeah, right?
Mhm.
That'd be interesting. That's something physical.
Yeah. See, Angela's she's a creative thinker. She's a problem solver. She's looking for innovative ideas.
It's so fun to brainstorm, but a lot of times, but it's not comfortable a lot of the times. Like when you brainstorm, sometimes it doesn't feel comfortable because it doesn't always flow smoothly.
Mhm.
But when you keep brainstorming, it just you work through the problem. That's why I always like I always want to be in a mastermind group of just like brainstorming. Like I've always wanted that. I've never been in one like that, but like I just love talking about ideas, throwing stuff around, and most of it'll be garbage. But
I used to lead sessions. We called them creative workshops, where it was you kind of start with a problem, and it was a full day session that would lead you through different segments of ideation and creation. And the idea was you're really not being creative if you don't come away with something that's created. And so it would take you from kind of the nugget of an idea through a process that would get you to a place where you actually had a plan to go out and do it. And it was, and people are very creative, is very fun. There's a lot of different kind of strategies to get people into a different, kind of part of their mind. So they're thinking more of the creative more than the linear way we usually think, especially in business. People are very linear most of the time. And so it brought people out of their comfort zone a little bit, but usually end up having some really good results.
right? Totally. Yeah. And Angela says she loves masterminds. I would be in yours. Garbage, someone else's treasures. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we could do them live, but that's probably not the best way. Anyway, we'll think about that. Angela, let's think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's think about it.
Yeah.
And Barry too, whoever, right?
Yeah.
Whoever.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess you'd have to cap it at around 5-6 people, right? That's probably the max you could have in a group.
Yeah. 7,
Probably.
for some reason, 7's a good number most of the time. 5 to 7 people is usually a pretty good number.
Okay, cool. All right, let's do it. Oh, see, I did it again. I said, okay, cool. And my Android phone thought I said,
hey, Google.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it perked up. It perked up.
Yeah.
Oh, I just started. You watch any TV shows, Barry?
I do. I watch a few when I have time. There's a couple things I like. I mostly kind of tend toward the quirky stuff.
Okay. So Angela, wait, you host 3 a week on Zoom? Like what do you do exactly, Angela? You brainstorm, or is it something more elaborate? Tell us. And by the way, if you're around and you got a microphone and a video camera, just if you want to jump on here, I could send you the link. We're just hanging out, me and Barry Gary.
Oh yeah, I'm not that Barry. I'm the other Barry.
Although you did one of the best Barry impersonations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, new home stagers, and those thinking of getting in the industry. Yeah, that's cool. Home stagers. Yeah. Okay, so me and my wife live in the home that we bought. That was our first home. We bought it 5 years ago, and when you buy, I don't know. Now I feel like when we bought our first house, like we didn't look into things too much. Like we covered all the bases when we had a professional realtor, and we knew we weren't getting screwed and stuff like that, right? But like little details now, like I could see, like I know now that they replaced the windows right before we got in, because now like basically both of the sliding glass doors, they don't slide perfect. They're still fine.
Mm-hmm.
They're still fine, but a little different. And the other thing is, anyway, there's just things like that, right? Like, oh, they painted the deck. The deck isn't that new. I wouldn't say it's old, but it's not new. But they painted it real nice. So over the last 5 years, like a lot of the paint has chipped off, and now you can see where they just painted over it. But that's what people do, right? That's what these home stagers do. That's how you sell a house, right? You're a marketing coach. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, 2 minutes. Oh, she's gonna come on. All right. Yeah, ping me a direct message on Facebook. I'll give you the link. Or I could just post the link publicly, Barry, and just let everybody come on.
Yeah. You'd be like Zoom then.
I know people. Have you been on any Zoom calls that have been hacked?
No, I haven't, and I've used Zoom for years. Again, it's as a training tool, but you hear some of the stories, and it's pretty ugly sometimes. And I saw today where there's a company that if you have a business, conference call, that for $100 they could have either a llama or a sheep to join your conference call. I'm not sure what the purpose is, but it's out there.
Oh no. Oh geez. I don't know why, but what you just told me made me think of the movie Weekend at Bernie's. Remember that one?
Oh yeah. Now you were getting ready to say something about a TV show you're watching.
Oh yeah. It's on Amazon. What is it called? Yeah, I just started watching it. It's called Tales from the Loop. And
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's wait, hold on a second. I'll bring it up. I'll put it on the screen. Oh my God, where am I going? Okay, there it is. Tales from the Loop. We only got a few episodes in, but it seems pretty cool. Seems pretty cool. Oh, Angela's she's ready. All right. Yeah, so that and we don't we don't have Netflix, we don't have Hulu, we don't have anything except Amazon Prime. And so I don't know, this is one of the shows on Amazon that you get for free. So it's interesting. I mean, well, as with all these TV shows for the last more than 10 years now, like the quality of the production is really amazing.
Yeah, I think if I had to give up everything on television, the only thing I couldn't give up is HBO Now. Because it's still HBO has some of the best programming out there. I mean, there's so many good things that come on HBO.
Right. Yeah. Liberty says that's why beginners on audio need to start with beginning gear so they can learn and understand what their personal desires are. Makes their more expensive purchases better informed. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. And here comes Angela Brooks. I don't know if you're ready, but it doesn't matter. She's here. Angela Brooks.
Hey.
What's up?
Thank you so much. That was awesome.
Look at you. Yeah, you got to either swivel it a little or I could, well.
No, that's fine.
No, it's best to do it that way. So, wow, this is so cool. So we were chatting in the chat and now you're here. So.
Well, thank you. I was actually, I have a confession. I was curled up in bed going da, 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 and then you're like, well, come on the show. I'm like, yeah, okay. Yeah. So I ran to come on the show.
That was Barry last week.
I was kind of, I'd pop in for a little bit. I'm like, no, you don't want me right on the show right now. No.
Yes, Liberty. Right. So Liberty's comment about beginners in audio, they need to start with the basic gear and get used to it and then upgrade as they get to know more about audio, because it's the same thing as first-time home buyers that I was talking about earlier. So good point, Liberty.
Yeah, somebody should have a package rental, sort of like some of the photography places where you can rent gear, where they will send you like a box of about 10 different microphones you could try, and then you could just buy one and keep it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Well, they do have well, I know you can rent microphones. There's a company that you can rent microphone. They'll ship it to you. You can use it, and then you send it back. But interesting idea. I made
the mistake of asking my children. I'm like, I have teenage kids that are into video gaming and into like one's an animation kind of thing. So I was like, I want to do podcasting. What microphone should I use? And of course, they said the Blue Yeti. So I'm like, okay, within a day, I had it. And then I went to Podfest and it was like, forget it. It was like I hadn't even done my first podcast yet. Hadn't even really taken it. I had just taken it in the box the day before I flew to Florida because I'm from Canada. And literally I hadn't even used it yet. And realized it was the wrong one. And it was the wrong. And somebody explained why, what it does. And, and that's, it's just the basic understanding. And you don't have it when you're first starting. You don't know the differences.
Right. But you're using your Yeti right now, right?
I am.
Yeah. Yeah. You could still use it. Just use it the right way. It'll be fine. It'll work.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. So yeah, don't worry about
the right way. Nope, just kidding.
Well, I haven't heard any thuds. I don't hear super nasty background because you're pretty close to the mic. I could see. So yeah, pretty good. Yeah.
I keep forgetting. I'll push this away a lot because it's kind of in my way, And then when I do a lot of Zoom lives, and I like Zoom lives. I actually like them more than I do podcasting. So I'm actually making myself do the podcasting.
Okay. So. And you're listening to us through speakers right now.
I am. So I should be getting a headset for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Because when we talk over each other, like if I say anything while you're talking, your voice gets really low and muffled and we can't hear you. It's because the noise canceling, because you're listening through speakers and everything. That's why it's always best to wear headphones or little earbuds, something. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. So the next time I will make sure I have them ready to go.
Yeah. Because the thing is, so if you think about it, when you have a microphone, like this is my microphone.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, you see so the microphone's picking up sound. So if I have a speaker, like when I talk, it'll pick up my voice. But if I have a speaker that's playing audio, that audio is going to go right back into my microphone.
Okay.
And then go through the internet back to the other people. So that's terrible.
Sense.
So then when I say hello, after about a second, I would hear hello back from your mic because my voice came out of your speakers, went into your mic, and came back to my headphones. But StreamYard is actually canceling that out.
Very cool. And this is the first time I've ever used StreamYard, right? StreamYard?
Yep, StreamYard.
Great. I've wanted to try it. Because I've used Zoom for years and years now. I have a paid subscription and stuff, but somebody had posted some stuff about it recently and I've been questioning, what's the difference? And I like how you can have your little logo up there. Really like that. But that's so far all I can see as the difference. And I also was noticing that you guys can see the comments come up. Whereas when I'm going through Zoom, I can't see the comments come up. And I find that very frustrating that I can't engage as much with my audience.
Well, hold on a second. In Zoom, you can see comments. There's a comment pane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but only if they're inside the Zoom with you. Not if if I'm streaming over to Facebook, right? I have to have the other window open and you know what I mean? So if I have an audience that's subscribing and coming on every single week and they just come onto the Zoom with us and I can pull them over onto the panel and I can start building my audience weekly and daily. Like right now I'm doing a daily show. So every day I see a couple more people join. They get the reminders every day in their inbox and they join me on the Zoom, like inside the Zoom. And then then I go out into my groups on Facebook. So if I want to go out into more than one group, keeping track of all the comments, a little bit tough.
Yeah, especially more than one group. If you're just going to one Facebook group, then you could actually probably just bring up the Facebook comments on your phone. And so you could actually do your Zoom session and just have your phone there reading comments from Facebook. But if you're going to multiple Facebook groups, then I don't know how you would see that in one place. So the difference is Zoom, you can have, well, it depends on your plan. I think the cheap or the free plan, you can have 25 people on Zoom. Do you pay $20 a month for Zoom, that first tier? Okay. Anyway, if you pay $20 a month, you can have up to 100 people.
It ends up being like $80.
Sorry, I missed that, Angela. Yeah, you're also glitching, Angela,
Yep.
too. You're on Wi-Fi,
I
right?
can have 100.
Oh, you can have 100. Okay. So yeah, so you can have 100 people on Zoom. On StreamYard, you can only have 6.
Oh.
6 people.
Yeah.
So there's 3 of us on here now. We could have 3 more. That's it. It's capped.
Ever, even if you pay for more?
No, there is no more. That's it.
Oh, interesting.
It's a different tool. Zoom is different. Zoom is made for big numbers and all that. Zoom's not made for streaming. This is made for streaming to make it easy for 6 people or less to come on here and just stream it out to all the platforms.
Okay. So most cases when I do this stream, like, so every morning, our morning show is only 2 people. So co-host, there's a co-host and like me and a co-host, and that's it usually. Sometimes we'll have a guest, we'll have, like today we had a guest on. So then that's when the StreamYard would be okay. So what do you recommend the StreamYard over Zoom if you're just doing 2-3 people?
If you want to stream, yes, because Zoom doesn't stream. Zoom is, you have a meeting on Zoom, right? Bunch of people.
Everybody has to kind of get into Zoom with you.
Yeah. And then you just sit in Zoom and talk,
so that's
right?
what happens. Everybody so not everybody. So you can stream once you're on. Like, so every morning I stream into we go into Zoom and then I push it out and stream into Facebook on my page. And then everybody that is, so I have a girl who's my assistant. She shares it out into one of my groups. One of the co-hosts shares it into his group. And if a guest comes on, they share it onto their page. So it actually goes out to all these different Facebook groups and platforms live as well as the Zoom.
Right. But what is Zoom actually sending out the live stream? Because I don't think Zoom did that. I think you need streaming software. How are you streaming to Facebook from are you just streaming your desktop to Facebook? Yeah. Anyway, I'm just wondering. So yeah, a lot of different ways to do it. So
yeah, that's why I'm just podcasting. It's just too complicated. There's the podcast engineering school was great. I haven't found the video streaming school yet. So,
well, there you go. See, Daniel J. Lewis is here. Hey, Daniel. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, Zoom can live stream to Facebook. Okay. Yeah, her connection crapped out, but yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so are you there, Angela? No. Oh. Well, there you go. That answers the question. Thank you, Daniel. All right, so there you go. So she can use Zoom. She can have people on there and then just push it to Facebook. So in that sense, Zoom is, I'd say a little more powerful than StreamYard, but StreamYard has some different, StreamYard pulls in the comments, right? There's features and benefits differences, right? So yeah, we're not able to hear her. So Barry Gary, are you gonna live stream anytime soon, bro?
Probably not anytime soon. It's I've got you saw my website. I've got too many irons in the fire already. So I just I'm trying to get the new podcast launched. I'm trying to try to build something there that's interesting enough that people would want to listen to, and everything I do is a little bit in a niche area, which is good to a certain extent, but it means that you're doing a lot of different things. So my plate's pretty full right now, and I still got to work too. Unfortunately, I'm not. Podcasting has not been the pot of gold.
Oh, not yet. Yeah. So Daniel says StreamYard's great for broadcasting and Zoom is great for meeting. Right? That makes sense. Even though Zoom you can send it to Facebook. It's built and great for meetings. Yeah. So Angela says from Zoom. Yeah, Angela. So we lost you. But anyway, yeah, Daniel did answer that question and then you answered it. So that's good. So no, that's fine. If Zoom, yeah, no problem, Angela. It's a bad connection. No problem. You should, yeah. I mean, if you're streaming Zoom to Facebook, that's great. No need to use StreamYard then, unless you want the comments and stuff. By the way, StreamYard, I think you could do a free trial.
Mm-hmm.
So try it out. Do some streams.
So how many people is a good stream? How many people usually comes into a stream?
In the lounge here,
or in what would be a benchmark?
Well, I think a lot of people stream solo.
Mm-hmm.
That might be the most. What's up, Jim Collison? Look at you, bro. Good to see you, man. Yeah, no problem, Angela. It's okay. You join any time. Come back, whatever you want to do. We're here. This is the lounge. We're just chilling. Oh, she's gonna try it next week. Yeah, cool. So in my experience, when I like Brad usually joins me on the first Wednesday of every month, which is our official monthly stream. And when it's just me and him, it's like 2 people's really good, because what happens when you get 3 and 4 and 5 people end up sitting there for a while and not talking.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I'm one of 5 people and let's say you and someone else are talking, I'm just sitting there. And so as the official host or whatever I am, I feel bad when like someone like Daniel, for instance, who was on a few weeks ago, like if it's great that Daniel's on and I want to talk to Daniel and have him chime in. But yet if there's 3 other people and the conversation's going nutty, he might sit there silent for like 10 minutes and then I feel bad. So,
and you got to remember not to scratch things and all that while you're just sitting there too.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe that's just in my head. Maybe people don't mind. What were you thinking, Barry? What is too many, do you think?
Oh, I think, 3 is usually a good dynamic. I think when you get above that, 2 to 3 is probably about as high as you would want at any one time. Cause I agree. I think if someone's just kind of sitting, or if you get people talking over each other too much, and I think it gets a little chaotic.
Right. Yeah. Angela likes to play off each other. Yep. And as a host, you try to shut up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I find that's when my most successful podcaster, when as a host, I shut up.
I also do. I like doing that too, for sure. And Jim says they can always drop off if they're not getting enough time. Oh, that's Jim's attitude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jim. Jim, are you sitting outside, by the way? Ever since you joined from outside, I always think of you out there. Angela used to do 4, but she would direct the questions. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing here. It's like the for instance, the lounge specifically, this is just like, there's no plan. Mm-hmm. I used to plan topics and all that. I don't do anything anymore. I mean, maybe I should, but so who knows where it's going and who knows what we're going to talk about.
We've been all over the place tonight.
We've been all over the place. And I like that. I like need 10. Yes, Liberty. And if we got 10, you're going to be one of them, Liberty. Okay. You're going to come out of the shadows and do some Austin Powers impersonations. And so what movie did we just watch? Oh God. I love it when I watch a movie and it's like, oh no. Oh, I know what movie it was. Hold on. I'll find it. Cause it was kind of pretty good, but it was a little weird as well. While I'm looking for that, Barry, what have you seen any movies recently?
Well, just because it, won the Academy Award, I watched the, what was it called? The movie that won, not I'm thinking Pandemic. That's not what it was called. It was, I can't remember what it's called now, but we watched it and it was really strange. I mean, it was very strange. But you could understand why it was an Academy Award winner, because it's one of those movies that are a little bit too, too strange for most people.
Got it.
I can't remember
the
what
one
that
we
movie
saw.
is called.
We saw one with Christian Bale, and it was about when he was it called The Flowers of War? It was the one when he was in China when Japan was. Yeah, this is it. This is it. The Flowers of War. Wait a minute. Yeah, this one. The Flowers of War.
Okay.
Brad Hargis. Have you ever seen this? He's our resident movie critic. But anyway, this one, it was not bad, but like some of the scene, like some of the violence just went way like in a way it seemed like a family movie, like 97% of the time. But for about 1.5%, it was so violent. Like it sort of, I mean, I didn't mind it, but it took, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And there was some sexual stuff in there too, like rapes. That was like, what? Like, I couldn't believe they showed what they showed. But other than that little bit, it was just a normal drama movie. It wasn't bad, but just the juxtaposition of those two things was like, it just was a little weird. Did you ever see this?
No, I haven't seen that. The movie I was thinking about was Parasite. That's the one I just watched. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but a good movie, but a really kind of a strange movie too.
I did not see it. Again, Brad, where are you? Well, I know he said goodbye already, but yeah, this is Parasite. Wait a minute. Oh, I think I have this queued up in Amazon. Me and my wife, we do want to watch this, I think. So what did you think of it? You thought it was weird?
Well, it was strange. I mean, it's basically about a family who weasels their way into a rich family and they become very parasitic on that family. And then some of course it doesn't end well.
Oh,
and so I'll leave it with that. I won't be a show spoiler.
Angela's avoiding anything pandemic virus type. Well, wait, this Parasite's not about. Is it about a virus?
No. It's a metaphorical parasite. This family becomes the parasite.
Yeah. There you go. But yeah, I mean, if you, yeah, okay. Oh man, we should have some watch parties. You can do that, right? I think on Facebook or somewhere. You can, like, we could all. Maybe Netflix? I'm confused now.
I don't know.
We got to ask Brad.
Yeah.
But apparently.
How can you play a movie when you can't play music? Would that be a different standard?
Yeah. Well, I don't know how they do that. But apparently you can do watch parties. I don't know how they do it. And apparently you can pause the movie and you can all talk about it or something.
Now, the oddest thing to me in Parasite that happened in watching this, and I didn't realize it until the end of the movie, was it's subtitled. The first, 95% of the movie is subtitled. Somewhere toward the end of the movie, it switches over to where they're speaking English, and I guess you get used to reading the subtitles, and I didn't realize that they were now speaking English until the movie was over. And I thought, wait a minute, that was subtitled. When did they start actually talking English? And it made a transition, and it just went straight over my head. Never even realized it during the movie.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know if it won Best Picture. Did this one win?
I thought it did. It I'm not really sure.
Yeah, Daniel says there's a cool tool for synchronizing watch parties, and Liberty says Amazon has it. It's so maybe on Amazon Prime you could do watch parties. People do it in Discord voice chats all the time. Oh yeah, so everyone connects in Discord and everyone presses play at the same time, I guess, right? Is that how they do it? Angela's laughing. Angela, but let me not delay anymore. Drum roll. Please. All right, everybody ready? All right. Are you ready? Hold on. I need to ask this solo. Right at the camera. Are you ready? As I look down trying to click. It's Jim Collison, everybody!
Chris, you build that up way too much, but I appreciate it. Thank you for Thanks for that. Barry, nice to meet you.
Hey, Jim, nice to meet you.
I have heard your name, but I have never. I don't think I've ever talked to you. Great to meet you.
I don't think so. Yeah, but nice to meet you too.
Yeah, you bet. Good to be here.
So
Chris, thanks for doing. Chris, thanks for doing this. I was outside earlier. It's a little
With the
late.
cigar?
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was getting a little chilly. It was a little late. It was a little late and a little chilly tonight, and so we brought it in. Then I had a work call from 8 to 9:30. So I just got off that. I saw you guys go live, and I was like, man, I sure hope they're still out there when I'm done. So you were. So thanks for having me on.
Yeah, man. Glad you dropped by anytime. Yeah, Barry.
You know, Chris, I was thinking now that at one night on the live stream, you should have a bookshelf tour where everybody comes on and you tour the bookshelves behind them so you can see what they're reading or what they've claimed to have read.
Let's do it.
We kind of did that the other night, didn't we, Chris?
We talked about several books. We did.
We did.
We didn't get the full tour. Like along those lines, Barry, it'd be great. Like if we each chose like 10 books, our most 10 books that influence us the most. Oh, by the way, Daniel said his bad. Hotmic.io is what he was thinking of, but it's for live TV.
For live TV.
Okay.
We're actually doing Gallup where I work. We're actually doing a virtual summit this year. So normally that would have been in person, and we'd have 1,500 people here from all around the world, and it's just not going to happen this year. So they went 100% virtual, but it's in a U.S. time zone. So the thing will start at 8 a.m. Central, and it'll go through 4 p.m. and I get to close it and be kind of the closer on that. But a lot of our international friends have been like, hey. Like, what about us? So I've been thinking about hosting a watch party for them. That's kind of like, let's go back and, in their time zones. We'll wrap it up at 4, and then Asia will be coming online, and I could, in theory, stay for another couple hours and do some watch parties. So I've been really, really interested in this watch party concept. Now, we have different software. We're not on Amazon Prime. We're not on YouTube. This is using this virtual conference software. People have to sign in. Like they'll pay for it. They'll have to sign in to get access to it. So I'm kind of thinking through, what is that chat room that I need to have that I can send them to, or will the chat room be available in the conference software we're using, where I could just host these? Hey, we're going to meet at 8, and we're going to do this is the schedule. Like, this is the schedule we're going to go through, and I will be here to moderate the conversations, because I think, even if we can get a whole bunch of people on, even though they missed it live, if I can get a whole I could probably gather a couple hundred people in Asia to watch it all together at the same time. So I've been thinking through those watch parties a lot.
Are you going to ship popcorn to each person's house?
I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I'm going to be the, because nothing's more.
And have the host eating popcorn.
Yeah, it's dribbling. And like, oh crap, and then greasy fingers, and you got spots all over your shirt.
We should always have one guy here on the stream who just all he's doing is right in the mic eating popcorn.
Spaghetti.
That'd be great.
Spaghetti-O's. Like if you get a Spaghetti-O dribble on your shirt, that's like a toxic waste dump. It's never. It doesn't matter what you use. It's their Spaghetti-O's are forever.
Yeah, something about that
that's the slogan. The Spaghetti-O's are forever.
Forever.
There you go. Wow, Spaghetti-O's. I'm sure they've done tests with all that. Imagine it's your job to like take some white clothing and just dump crap on it and then try to wash it out. Like, that's someone's job, right?
Yeah. Like Consumer Reports. Are they still around? Are Consumer Reports still around? Do they still do that? So. They used to test all these things. You wonder if there's somebody at the Spaghetti-O factory that's in charge of quality, that, so the cans come, does every 10,000th can come off and a guy,
well, there's somebody there that says, look, if they spill it, it has to stay on the shirt. So make the sauce indestructible.
Yeah. Consumer Reports has been on your side since 1936, man, Jim Colleton.
Well, that is so great. They're still out there. Best value, $5 a month. Remember when they were big in magazines, right? That's how I used to get them, is in a magazine.
So can we look up podcast hosting companies?
Let's do it.
Is Libsyn,
None
Libsyn
of us
Blueberry?
work. None of us work for one, right?
Well, how do you
don't,
search?
You don't
though?
work
No.
for a, okay.
Right.
No,
I think you have to have a
buy it?
subscription. Yeah, I think you have to have
Oh.
a subscription.
All right.
Because
well,
that's why I like going to the dentist, is because they always had a copy of the latest Consumer Reports.
Mhm.
right.
Yeah.
You know, and you're like, well, I'm gonna
An
buy
auto
it.
trend.
Yeah. Yes.
Auto trend.
Yeah.
Yeah, Consumer Reports. When we
Business
used to buy
Weekly.
the receivers and like cassette players and CD players,
Oh.
I remember one time looking through Consumer Reports at the brands.
TVs. They were really good for cars, though.
Right now, cars. What do you got now, Kelly? No, you got. What do
Just
they
the
call
internet.
that?
Just the internet.
Yeah.
Just trolls on the
Yeah,
internet.
Google.
Yeah, I forget. No, there's like a service that Carfax.com.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they whatever. I haven't used that. Watch that finger you just licked, Jim. Uh-oh. wash that finger, he says.
Lick your
Wash that
Did
finger.
I do that?
There we go. Oh man.
Yeah.
Hey Daniel, good job putting out that episode recently, brother. Everyone was so happy to listen to it. Right? It's like it's like Babe Ruth coming out of the dugout and he steps up to the plate. Right?
Points.
Yeah, he points at the wall. Oh geez.
It's going out of the park.
Well, Jim, you came on just at the end.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm good. I just wanted to meet Barry.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard about Barry Gary forever when I've been on these things, and I just haven't met you. I just wanted to meet you.
Well, and I did have a question for you. I was sitting there thinking, what do you do in terms of content? How do you keep people engaged when you have that many people on a live stream for 8 hours?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if we do 8. So for the live conference, there are breakouts. There's different rooms, so there's a keynote where everybody comes together and then everybody takes a break and then we break into it'll be run just like a regular conference.
Mhm.
So there'll be opportunities to move around and do some things. There'll be break times where you could get in chat rooms if you wanted to, or just go take a break, right?
Yeah.
You're going to everybody needs to get up and walk around.
Throw a little
So-
laundry in.
Yeah, no, I got it going right now. If you probably hear it, and so there'll be those during the day. There'll be those kinds of sessions, and I imagine we're going to get, because it's recorded and they can go back and get on the virtual ticket and get sessions. I imagine there'll be a lot of going back and watching things,
Yeah.
just as people, right? So, but on the when we try to do the watch party, I'm thinking like 4 hours. So we'll pick the best 4, because they'll have access to like I said, they'll still have access to the virtual ticket. They'll be able to listen to anything they want to. But 4 hours seems to be a pretty good number of maybe 2 keynotes and the best 2 breakouts and share them together and get them talking.
Yeah.
And I think that's good enough. So I would stay up. We'd wrap at 5. I might start a Asia like 10 p.m., go 10 to 2. Then try and grab a couple hours of sleep, but wake up at 4 for Europe and do, or maybe not even sleep, maybe just, wake up or, whatever. And then catch Europe and do, and I don't need to be, because these sessions are just moving, I don't need to be there all the time. I just need to generate conversation,
Yeah.
just get people talking. They'll handle it. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, Gary, on that is that's kind of the thought. I don't know. I still got to work out the details, and there's a lot of things we need to do to make it work. But I would, especially for our international friends, I'd like to at least try to be in their time zone.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We get a little U.S. centric sometimes, and so I end up doing. There's times I do podcasts at midnight to catch India during their time zone. So I'm up. I'm up. It's tough for
a long
whatever
day.
reason. For whatever reason, I can stay up any night of the week when I don't have anything to do. I can stay up till 12:30, no problem. But when I got to do a call at 12, like you're like, all I want to do is go to bed.
It's like when you have to get up in the morning, it's the hardest night to go to sleep.
I know. So,
Well, working late. I think when we're working, our mind is going, and like that mental activity
Yeah.
makes us more tired.
yeah.
Yeah.
I could work all evening. It just, for whatever reason, it's that it's that 3 or 4 hours I have to wait in between that and the next thing that makes me tired. I don't know what it is. Again, if I didn't have any plans, like tonight, I don't have any plans tonight. I'll stay up till 1 a.m. just because I'm stupid. But if I'd had a call at 11 tonight, I'd be like, oh my God, I got to wait 50 minutes till that call starts. It's just a psychological.
Yeah,
thing.
right.
That's all it is. Yeah. That's all it is.
So, well, I think we should sort of wrap this up.
All right.
This has
Sounds
been a
good.
very cool
Thanks for
Podcasters Lounge.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, Chris,
Sorry I
thank you.
missed all that. Gary, what was the best one thing you said when you were on? What would you say is the best thing you said?
I think probably. Thank you, Chris.
Oh,
Thanks for having me on. It was all downhill after that.
I liked the part when you were telling me that when you and your crew go out cycling, that you're all wearing the paraphernalia, the
We always
Louisville
have our
Cycling
little
Podcast.
cycling
Oh,
podcast
nice.
kit on,
Nice. Yeah.
and we look, like I said, we look very slow and professional.
Slow and professional.
I just thought of a good
Said,
publicity
I
stunt
bet
for
they're
you.
on an easy day.
Yeah. This must be recreation biking.
Yeah.
I thought of
They
a
look
great
good.
publicity stunt for you, Barry. What
What's
you could
that?
do is when you and your guys are out riding, guys and girls, you could like fake an accident, like oh, one of you went over a bridge or something. No one gets hurt. I'm just saying, fake an accident so then a newspaper comes, they'll write an article and they'll be like, Louisville resident Barry Gary, who's also the host of the podcast, the Louisville Cycling Podcast.
Who looked real good in his kit.
He looked really good. He gave me a sticker. Wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah.
And-
Good sticker. Carry him wherever I go.
And a handwritten RSS feed.
Yeah. He said,
Or just start a rumor, like tell people that you cycled so fast you actually just did a jump over the fence near the White House and you ran into the side of the White House and then you hid in the bushes. And you
Well,
recorded an episode there.
yeah. Well, most days you don't have to really fake an accident. It's because when you get out now, and I think because people are in the house so much now, when they get out, they get a little crazy, and so it's, even though we're not riding in big groups anymore, it's it's pretty careful because it's you almost get run off the road every day.
Mm-hmm. Is
But-
drafting off limits? Can you not?
Well,
Is that too close?
As
When
long
you're-
as you don't have, we try to keep it to 2 or 3 guys at a
Okay.
time riding
Yeah, that's
together.
good. It's good.
And as long as because if you get if you get 20 guys out there, you've got somebody taking your picture and putting it in the paper because you're not social distancing properly, which is good. People need to be doing it, but we break up and there's just because during the regular time there may be 30 or 40 of us on a ride together, but right now 2 or 3, maybe 4 guys on a
Mm-hmm.
and that's about it.
Yeah, I was walking down the street. My neighbor was out mowing his lawn, and I just stopped. He turned off his mower, and I stopped 6, 10, 12 feet away. And he didn't even say anything. We just had this conversation, and we stood there and talked for 10 minutes. And then he's like, well, I said, well, I'll let you get back to mowing your lawn. Okay. Started back
Nice
up.
seeing you.
Yeah. Which I'll be honest, I haven't talked to him in 10 years. So it's pretty great. I'm meeting more of my neighbors because I'm getting out for these walks around the block.
Well, and I've noticed that in my neighborhood that there are so many people out walking
Yeah.
in my neighborhood that I've never seen before. Families, people. I'm like, I didn't even know we had this many people in the neighborhood, but they're all out walking now. And I guess they're not working, or they're just out kind of having fun.
Like, Bill Murray? I didn't know you lived
I didn't
in
know
my
you lived
neighborhood.
here. Yeah.
That's cool.
All right.
All right, fellas. Thank you, Jim Collison. Thank you,
Thanks,
Barry
Chris.
Gary.
Very
Thanks,
nice.
Thank
Chris.
you, everyone who was here. Anyway, we'll see you in the lounge in the Facebook group. Have a great night, everybody.
Peace.
Good night.
See you.
Peace.
Thanks, everybody. Peace out.
Peace out.